This is Jackie, and I'm here with Joe of Hidden in Plain View. We're at the 25th anniversary of Vans Warped Tour. Just saying that number 25 makes me feel old, so I'm going to stop saying that. But why now and why Warped Tour?
Well, we kind of go pretty far back with Warped Tour. The first time we ever did this tour was in 2004. We did the whole thing. I think that was like our, really broke us into becoming a real band. But no, we've been on it throughout the years, and it's here. It's 25th, and I don't know if you've been outside, but it's like bigger and more complicated than I think it's ever been.
Oh, goody.
No, I mean it in a great way. I mean, like, the stage is massive, and there's a ton going on. It's 35,000 people, and it's pretty exciting. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, I haven't gone out there yet. Now you're making me...
So it's definitely Warped Tour.
Yeah, I was going to say it's definitely Warped Tour. There's a lot of water stations from what I hear, so that'll definitely help. What do you think is it about punk music that always endures? I mean, there's been like certain genres of music that are very come and go, but I feel like punk music has endured for decades. What do you think that is?
I think there's a certain kind of person that's drawn to it. It's a community type. Even today, still, you can come to a place like the Warped Tour and just kind of be you, And I think a lot of it has to do with the lyrics of the songs. I mean, and everybody's got their favorite bands, but they all see something or relate to something in those lyrics and keeps their fingers pointing and keeps their fists in the air and the excitement. I think that's what it is for me, at least.
Punk music, some, not all, but some punk music has roots in sort of like the protest and in kind of standing up against things. And Lord knows 2019 has given us, and other years, has given us reason to kind of fight back. Is there something that you would like to use your platform as a musician to kind of work on? Not necessarily fix, because I don't think that one person or one group can fix something, but use the platform to push things forward.
It's a great question. There's a ton I could sit here and probably start rattling off. For me, my biggest push right now is public schools. I mean, I really think that if you're worried about our future and if you're worried about what you see on TV, I mean, the best thing I think you can do to have an immediate effect is volunteer at your local public school. Create your creativity, your money, your time. If you don't have money, your time. Get in and help those kids, because I think that will have the biggest effect.
As a high school teacher, I agree with that statement. Yeah, no pressure there. But good call. I feel like, especially young people, but adults do it as well, turn to music when they're having a rough day. What music do you turn to when you're having a crap day and need to turn things around?
Bands, are you talking about?
It could be a band or it could be like a specific album.
I mean, I'm kind of seasonal with my music. So like a fall will turn around and I'll be listening to the same bands in the fall. When I'm in a crappy mood, it depends. If it's political, it could be like At the Drive-In or Rage Against the Machine. If it's just something if I'm feeling kind of dark, I'll maybe go like Alkaline Trio, AFI.
Those are some good ones. Yeah. I feel like if I ask enough people that question, I'm going to curate like a playlist of your crappy day playlist. I think that works. Speaking of playlists, what role do you see music streaming having in the music scene, especially in the punk scene?
I don't really get it. I found myself just last week, I'm like, I can't stand any more of these playlists. Like, I gotta just pick an album and go front to back. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on just albums front to back and not playing shuffle and not doing any kind of playlists. But I think it's strange. I mean, I really miss the album. I really miss, when we wrote our albums, there was an art to, the track listing, and you really put a lot of thought into what you were going to open your whole album with and what you were going to close it with. And nowadays it's almost like you put out 3 songs and they're forgotten about in like a week and a half, it seems like. It's really strange.
It's interesting because that's one of the questions that I've been asking bands. Like, when you create a new album, do you send one specific message? Do you show your diversity? Because of music streaming, you never know what's going to be a hit, what people are going to be drawn towards. Yeah. It could be anything.
Yeah. I mean, I really think if you're thinking about it that much, then maybe you're missing it. I mean, really, if it's something that sounded good in the basement or in practice and you guys really enjoyed writing it, then stick with that. I mean, there's only so many things in the world we can control anyway, right?
Think about that one after, think about music streaming after the fact. Is there any way we can convince you guys to follow up your Animal EP from 2015?
Oh, thank you for asking that. It's funny. We're sitting on these like songs. We have like 6 or 7 songs fully written and demoed. we just haven't recorded them. And I mean, we have the resources. We're ready. Our guitar player and songwriter, for the most part, has his own studio. That's what he does. He's a producer and an engineer. And we haven't just, you know how it is. Life makes it hard to come together. And when you do an album, you want to block off a month. You know, you want a pre-production. You want to track everything correctly. And I think it's been challenging for us to just find that. But we still have it.
Gotta put it together. Yeah. Put the pieces together.
Put it together, Joe. Come on.
Seriously, Joe.
What the hell?
So how did you go about choosing your set list for Warped Tour?
We went old school. We went with the bangers. You know, you get 40 minutes, and there's no time for a slow jam in there. You just gotta.
Slow jam in the heat. Come on.
You gotta go hard. So. We tried to do it in a way where we're gonna do like a couple back to back, so we get the most in. But yeah, we went old school. We went a lot of very life and dreaming heavy, and some before that. So back to 2003 almost. It's
So
fun.
It's been a long day already. 25 years of Warped Tour. What stands out for you as the tour's legacy?
I'm a big Kevin fan. Yeah, I just think that if you're gonna do this that long, it's weird. I feel like people didn't really know what was gonna happen when he announced that it was gonna end. What are you gonna do with your summer now? You know, like.
Oh, he has plenty to do. It's just what are we gonna do? The rest of us.
Like, what are you gonna do with your summer now? He's been, I think, this tour, and he have been this backbone of this music, of this scene, and. I'm very proud of the tour and him for their induction to the Hall of Fame, and it's fantastic. It's a legacy, and I think that anybody who's ever experienced Warped Tour, I think they understand. You know, I don't know if I have the words for it exactly.
What's up next for you and your bandmates after Warped Tour?
I think we're going to lay low and try to enjoy the summer. My family and I are headed to Greece, actually. Yeah, we're going to go there for a couple weeks and then just enjoy some time. And then we'll get back together in the fall and start hopefully putting that album together. That's the goal.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get it together. You have some fun and then make sure the pieces work.
Yeah, thanks.
Stay tuned for much more from Hidden in Plain View. This is Jackie, thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.